In this video, I'll show you how to create a digital downloadable products in WooCommerce. Let's get straight into it. For example, I'll show you how you can set up a digital product on your WooCommerce store, and I'll also show you how you can implement a dual pricing system. So what I mean is, if we click on version, here we can select the ebook version, or we can actually select the physical book, right? In this case, we're actually shipping it to customers. So you get the best of both worlds. If you don't need a physical version, that's fine. We'll just display the digital version. So we'll go ahead and add this to our basket, and when we view the checkout page here, we're actually optimizing the checkout flow. Since this is a digital product, a lot of the default fields that WooCommerce would generally require, we've just removed it using the all-in-one checkout plugin, which is this plugin here. You can download a free version, that's absolutely fine, and here we can actually just optimize the checkout flow. So if we need additional fields, we can add it. If we want to remove fields, we can turn it into a multi-step checkout, add upsells, and so on, right? I'll leave a link to this again in the description below if you want to optimize the checkout flow for your digital products, or you can just head over to aovio.com, go ahead and download the all-in-one checkout plugin. Now, with that being said, let's head over to our dashboard. We'll go ahead and create our first downloadable product. So we'll head over to products and then add new. Okay, we'll add our product name. Okay, we can add some product description. We can add our product image. Here, if we wanted to just create a simple downloadable products, we just enable virtual here, and then we'll select downloadable. We can set our price. Okay, let's say $25, and then we can add our file. So we'll go ahead and upload the file. So we'll upload the PDF of our downloadable book, right? All right, so we'll just hit insert URL, and then for the file name, we'll just enter the name of our PDF book, just so it makes sense to the user, right? So in their account area, they'll see this name here, and then when they click on it, they'll be able to download this file that we've just uploaded. So here we can limit how many times they can download this particular purchase, and here we can set this link to expire after X amount of days. So we'll just hit publish, and then we'll have a quick look, and then we'll change the pricing strategy. However, what if we wanted to sell a digital and a physical version of this particular product? So here they can download a PDF version, or maybe we want them to download the physical version as well. So let's edit this product again. Okay, and then now we'll change the product type from simple product to variable product. Okay, and then here we'll create some attributes. So we'll just say something like version, and then we'll say ebook, or we'll say physical book, right? Okay, and we just need to make sure we enable this option where it says use for variations. So let's hit save attributes. Let's view variation, and then we'll just click generate variation. Okay, so for our ebook, let's click on this, and we're going to set this to downloadable and also virtual as well. And then essentially it's just the same step like what we did earlier. So we just add our file. I'm going to select choose file. Since we've already uploaded our file, we can just select this one here, and then we'll add the file name. I think it was woodwork or something like that, right? Right, and now for the physical book, we'll just leave downloadable and virtual unchecked because this book will actually require shipping, right? So we'll just set our price for the physical version. We'll say this is $40, and we can just hit save changes. Let's save this again. All right, and now let's refresh this page. Okay, and now they can choose the version in which they want to purchase. So they can purchase the physical. So we didn't add a price for the ebook version, so we just need to go ahead and add that price. So let's go variation, and then ebook. We didn't actually add a price here, so we'll put a price for the ebook version, and then we'll just hit save, and then we'll update this. All right, now let's refresh this page. Okay, so now we can choose the ebook, which is $25, or we can choose the physical book, which is $40. Okay, so a few things before we actually move on is maybe you want to configure the level of protection for the download link. And what that means is, let's head over to our dashboard. Let's navigate over to WooCommerce and then settings, and we'll navigate over to products and then downloadable products. Right, and here we've got some additional settings to help us protect the file in which we're allowing the customers to download, right? And here we can just go ahead and configure it accordingly. But something you might want to consider enable is for a user to be able to download whatever it is they've purchased. Maybe we want to force them to log in, right? or even here we can open the downloadable files in a browser instead of saving it to their device. And also here, this is enabled by default. When it comes to file name, we automatically append some unique string to the file name for security purposes. All right, so we can hit save changes. And then finally, since this is a digital products, we want to optimize the checkout flow because the default WooCommerce flow isn't that great for digital products. So this is where the all-in-one checkout plugin will come in. So we'll navigate over to AIO checkout for all-in-one checkout. And then we can just click create a new checkout flow. We can select our design. I'm just going to select this design here. In fact, let's select this one. We can further customize the design as well if you got the pro version. When we navigate over to fields, we can go ahead and configure our field settings, right? So if your store sells digital and physical products, then some of these fields you do want to keep. So for example, the shipping details, you will want to keep that if you're actually shipping products to customers as well. If not, we can just go ahead and hide it. Shipping methods, we can go ahead and hide it also. For the order summary, I'm just going to move it over to this column here. Maybe we're not interested in the first and last name, so we'll just hide that. Sheet details, we'll hide that as well. Maybe we'll need the postcode, state. Maybe we don't need a state. Maybe we just need a country and postcode. And maybe we definitely don't need a phone field, right? We can add new fields as well. So for example, we can add this number field here, and then we can just rearrange it. So I'm just going to delete it. Now we'll navigate over to settings. We'll enable this checkout. And again, if you're only selling digital products, then maybe you want this to be the standard experience for all customers. In that case, we can set it to global. We'll give it a name. It's just for internal purposes. So I'm just going to say downloadable. All right, so we'll just hit save changes. Now let's go ahead and view the checkout experience. So I'm going to select ebook. Let's add this to our basket and let's view our cart. I'm going to remove this item. Let's proceed to the checkout. All right, and this is our optimized checkout flow. So here we're just requiring their email address. We need their postcode, right? And also the country in which they're purchasing from, right? All right, so depending on the payment methods that you're using, I know for a fact that Stripe require these two information. So that's why we've left it enabled. So we just need their postcode, their country, and even maybe their first and last name would make sense here. And then we can just hit place order, right? So this is why we're using the all-in-one checkout experience, just to optimize the checkout flow.